All right, what's up, everybody? What's up? DC, right on time, man. Right on time. What's good? I'm waiting for a few more people to get on before I sign you up. Before we get started, how we doing, everybody? Hope everybody doing good. Had a good, great Easter or Resurrection Sunday for most of my people. It's not even my music.
Rover Delivery has one mission: to save you. Time for money while delivering fresh groceries at great prices.
Yeah. Like I said, so I'm gonna try to add you on here in a second. Just give me a minute.
What's good, bro?
What up, man? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, that's what's up. Just gonna give it a good minute. I just sent the invite to Concise, so hopefully he should get it. I sent it to him. Yo, Concise, I just added you, brother. Hit me back. So, man, how was your Easter Sunday? Or my bad, your Resurrection Sunday?
It was cool, bro. I was just honestly, bro. I was cutting, so I was making bread yesterday.
Nice.
Yeah,
Nice.
no days off, man. Trying to get that bread up.
I feel you.
Yeah, I was doing
Me.
that. I don't know if you be watching Living Kid Kev, but he called some YouTube barbers. So
Say
I
it
was doing
again?
my challenge. I don't know if you can you hear me.
A little bit.
Is it hard to hear me?
Uh, I hear you a little bit.
Oh, let me take my Bluetooth off. Is it better now?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
All right. I was saying, I don't know if you watched Lady Kid Kev on YouTube, but he called the YouTube barbers and did a coarse hair challenge. So I was up cutting yesterday, filming and stuff, you know.
Right. Right.
What am I on? What am I on?
What up? What up?
What's up?
Like
My bad. I was
that
getting.
hat.
Thanks, bro. I was getting stuff set up. My bad.
All good. Everything good over here. How was your Resurrection Sunday?
It was beautiful, man. For real, it was a peaceful day. To be honest, I see DC was cutting. My man don't know how to act. Stay in the shop.
Man, at the
Yeah,
crib, man.
I'm looking at my YouTube early in the morning. I get a notification talk about DC. What's up? He using those I think those foils from Scott from Style C Craft. I'm like, wow, that boy don't sleep. He doesn't sleep.
Oh,
I got off.
the Supreme Trimmer ones. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna have a video today. I'm just waiting for it to finish saving on the computer. I was editing all day, so that's gonna be up. I'll make sure I save the link.
All right.
What trim is this?
No. For the video that I did was a challenge. It was Wave Kid Cat. He called out all the YouTubers. I just did my video, so I waiting for it to save. So I've been working all day. I got some heat for him.
Yeah, I ain't gonna hold you. I got some heat for him too.
Looks like I'm the only one that don't have no heat because I'm just like bugging right now. That's what's up. Well, look, real quick, thank you to both of y'all for being a part of this. I'm gonna share with y'all why I decided to do this, and I got a couple of questions for you, and hopefully y'all followers can find out. So check this out. I'm in the verge of getting a whole new setup because I've been rocking with my old clippers for a good minute. I mean, they're not old, but they're just like, they with the same brands, but it's just, I had them for a long time. So I said, let me look up some new clippers. And obviously I found some that I liked so much, but then I said, hold up, how do I make a decision on the best branded clipper or the best trimmer or the clipper trimmer set? So I could just, keep going. Cause all these brands, they make good clippers, but, I I like the ones that I actually like that both of y'all throw shade on, and Reggie, who couldn't make it. I don't know, it's not letting me at him. But the Revites, and I'm like, I don't get it. Why do y'all not? No, why y'all like them? But it's cool. It's cool. You both have no. Hear me out. Hear me
I'll,
out. Hear me out. Y'all
I'll let
both
D.
have your.
I'll
Hear me
let
out. No,
DC
before you
talk
say
about it.
something,
I ain't.
especially you, DC. I know you're the first one. Well, hold on. Hear me out. But like everybody has their own opinion, right? And so I said, man, let me get the Ross barbers I know that do the tightest videos on how to choose a clipper or what they think of a clipper. Let me just get them together so that we could just talk about for a few minutes just how it works or how you guys choose. So like I said, thank y'all for being a part of it. So I had a couple of questions, and anybody that's on here that's a barber as well, and I'm sorry I didn't add y'all on, or anybody that's on this page right now. What's good, JoJo the barber? My bad, I just seen you right. My bad. Joe, I don't know if he's talking to one of y'all, just commenting on the live. What's good? 96 Travis, he's a barber as well. I seen his work. I'll check him out. He's fine. But if we could just talk about for a minute how to choose, how do you guys, when you got a set that you like, or what do you look for when purchasing a clipper and a trimmer? You feel me? So, like I said, if anybody have a question about this, let's what's good, my barberhood brothers? What's up, man? Master hairpiece. I like this.
What's up? What's
What's
up?
good?
What's good, bro?
And so,
I'm gonna let DC go first. He got on first. I'm gonna let DC go first.
No, I'll let you go. You go ahead, Randy.
man, somebody go first, man. I don't care who go first. Just somebody.
Well, I still don't know why. I think we've had a discussion about the Revites already. I don't even
See
know
why you had to go there. Let's
You brought him
the
up.
Revites. Just,
You brought him up.
huh?
So we'll go. Well, I'll start off with why you shouldn't have those. Them is some.
No, I'm not talking about. Here we go. Let me clarify something. What I'm saying is not when you choose. I'm just like, okay, and you know how when you go shopping, you got a particular brand. Let's say Nike. That's like the most popular, like Nike. Why you choose Nike over let's say Adidas? So for Clippers, like, all right, we know there's like, let's agree the four main brands that you rock with, that we all rock with at the same time. Andis, definitely, because, well, you guys rock with Andis, yeah? Wow.
I just got a for
Here we
review,
go.
honestly. I just got
all right, I'm gonna let this go. All right.
Other than the cordless masters.
Let's say style. See, let's say before the whole vibe of cordless, because I never really rocked with any of this outside of cordless before. But when cordless stopped, I stopped mocking with them. I'm not gonna lie to you. So like stuff like Babyliss, Style Seat, the newer brands like Tomb, or is it Tomb? Whatever. Tomb 45. Let's see what else. Give me some else. What's that new one they just made? I just can't remember the name of it. You rocked them before, but I just can't remember them.
It's a couple of brands.
Yeah.
But to get to your question, I understand what you mean by all the brands. All right, to get to your question, the first thing I look at when I'm choosing the clipper is the style, like the color wave. First and foremost is the color wave. What color is it? You know what I'm saying? Like, is it a color I'm gonna rock with? Is it like my theme that I'm going with? That's the one thing that you gotta go with is color. Second one, I feel like is most important next to that one though. Three top things: color wave, whether it's what are you gonna say? Oh, the battery life, and then the power of the machine.
Right.
Because a lot of people like saying like they'll get some clippers that only got like 90 minutes. That's why I started rocking with I never really rocked with Anderson Wall, but that's why I don't really rock with them because they give you so little battery life. And then I watch pages and they be like, oh, you can just put it in the charging station. But even when I do that, you know how long some of them things take to charge. So even if you put it in the charging station, it's probably still going down on you. Or you could be trying to do like curb and quick cut. It's gonna be I ain't rocking with that. So that's why I say battery life. And color is just for your personal style. And then power matters depending on your situation. Like if you're in a shop setting to where you get like a whole bunch of items, you know somebody coming with like a big old throw or whatever, you're gonna need something with some power. Now, if you got people like you just maintaining and you got like regulars and they come regularly, so you ain't gotta take out a crazy bulk or nothing like that. I honestly I've done videos with clippers that cost like I did a haircut that cost me a clipper that was $15. It was $15. It felt cheap as heck though. I ain't gonna lie. $15 is $15 in the clipper. It felt cheap, but I can do a fade with it. Now with bulk, I ain't even gonna try that. But
right.
I feel like those are But I feel like those are the top 3 things that you gotta worry about when you choosing a clipper. From my personal experience.
Okay. I have to. I respect that. I agree. With me, I guess it all depends on where you're at. I mean, if you're in a barbershop, you're in a suite, that matters because then now if you're in the suite, to me, I think you got to worry about noise. The noise of it might be too loud. But if you're in the barbershop, you got the music going, everybody loud, you can probably care less about noise at this point. But to me, it all depends on your diversity of your seat. If you got a lot of diversity, like as DC said, then you're gonna probably need something that's not just a magnetic motor or a pivot motor. You might need a rotary motor, something that got some power to it. You know what I mean? And it depends on where you at in your barbering game. You know what I mean? In your barbering journey, because if you just starting out, you need something that has some good battery life. You know what I mean?
Right.
Definitely need battery life, and some power. Now, if you just need another set, you already got your main set, and you just need another set, then honestly, you could kind of play around to, like he said, the style of it, making sure it got your color wave in it. Like Stylecraft, they always seem to have multiple colors with their clippers. You can switch out the lids and stuff like that. So I think that's a good option to have. But to me, at the end of the day, it's down to power, battery life, and honestly, the way it feels in my hand.
So okay, don't mean to cut you off, but y'all, I just got a question in here, and I wanted to be DC already answered it. My guy Paige Turner 1 just
What's
asked,
up, Paige?
y'all do the click or the floating lever?
Because I already know how I feel about this one.
So you got the click lever.
Listen.
You see, sometimes I don't know why I involve you. I swear to God, but you know,
Listen, nothing. Majority of the times, I'll be honest. The majority I do use the click lever. Majority of the times. However, it's something about the floating lever. Like I still use my fast feeds.
Right.
Like let's say, like there's certain trimmers that hit so hard. If you balled out with them, you got to remove that line. Honestly, I don't need to use that trimmer to take that line out. I can use my fast feed to take that line out, just because of the design of the blade and how close it really can get. But I just like the flow of the floating lever, man. If you master the floating lever, the click lever is just like a dub. Like you're not even thinking at this point. You just going like 5 clicks. I know open, halfway, close. If you got to go in between, then every now and then, but not me. I use 5, 3, and 1. That's it. That's all I use on the click lever.
I like the click lever because it's just like how you said, because I don't even think about it. Where because you brought up the very clipper that I had trouble getting used to, the fast feeds. That thing used to just move, and I just be like, hold up, that felt weird. So I'll probably have to teach myself just to not even think about it. But with the click lever, it's just like I already know. Yep. Okay. Good. Okay. Good. Okay. Good. I just hit. It's just like snap to me, so I don't even think about it. But I might go back to that the lever you was just talking about, just to relearn my clippers and get my clipper game up a little bit. Now here's a question I got for you guys. Now, out of the 3 motors, magnetic, pivot, or rotary, which one you going with? Or would you say what is your choice when choosing clipper?
I don't think I've ever used a pivot motor. That come in the fast feed, don't it? The only fast feed I used was a quarter one. I haven't got the quarter one. But I didn't really like how to. Anyway, that doesn't matter. I'm rambling. I would go with rotary, just because it's more power than magnetic for the most part. Until they make a magnetic motor that's quiet and got power. Like if I want to choose, I'll go with rotary for overall. Overall like characters. If I have to have one, rotary all day. Because that magnetic motor is quiet. Is a lot of them. If you got a good blade on it, it'll blend real smooth. But when you get to bulk, you're gonna have issues. So
check this. I don't mean to separate for the question, but my boy Paige just asked another question. How do you feel about this no guard fading technique going around lately?
I say learn it.
I personally feel if you got another technique on fading, do it. Do what works for you.
I'd say learn it. Why not? You know what I mean?
Right? It can't hurt. Another
Yeah.
way to fade, another way to make some money.
But I agree. I agree with DC with the rotary motor. That's your safest bet. I mean, it does the best of both worlds. It could blend well and it take down bulk. Magnetic is cool for fading, like he said, but when it comes to bulk, you hear that, like, nah, ain't nobody trying to hear that. Your client ain't trying to hear that. Like, you know what I mean? And then you try to explain it to them, like, see what happened. Like, you don't, no point of that.
When they hear that big they think you done patched them up.
Like, see, I feel like this though. Like, it's okay to have almost all of them. It's okay to have a rotary motor for bulk. If somebody coming with an afro, I'm getting my rotary motor. I'm taking that joint down. He said he want a skin fade. All right, then I'm gonna hit him with I'm gonna debulk with the rotary motor. Then I'm gonna blend with the magnetic motor. And if I need to touch it up, I might hit it with the pivot motor. It all depends. Like if you just getting into the game, I say your safest bet is rotary motor. But if you got time in the game and you just want to just see where you at, try them all. See what work for you.
Now,
who asked if you still at the barbershop? Who client is that?
Either that's me or that's DC, you know?
Me.
Oh, then I guess it's me.
Is it me? No, that ain't me. I don't know who that is.
I'm assuming it's me.
I think it's DC.
Well, it was that Chunk. Chunk, who you talking to? So we know who you talking to. We all can.
Yes, who are you talking to? I'm assuming it's me. But moving forward. All right, so we discussed how we choose a set. So here's the thing. Yep. Like I said, he was talking to me.
Oh, that's a $200 service, man. If you gotta get off the live.
They don't listen, man. Don't do it to them. They don't listen. They don't listen. Trust me. I tell everybody all the time, bro. Just hit me up. Not even hit me up. Just go through my app. If you don't have my app, it's cool. Just let me know you don't have it. I'll give it to you. No big deal.
We got to talk about this real quick. He see you with the curtains and the blinds and the couch. Ain't none of that.
Why? Why?
None of that shot related. But the fact that you asked that, hit me up on the app, cash at me $200. I'm going to get this live.
Stop it. Con, I'm not talking to you no more. Stop it. Stop it right now. He's not asking me am I at the shop right now. Of course he wouldn't do that. Come on now. I mean, no, he wouldn't do that. Of course he see the curtain in the back so clearly. Come on, man. Of course he know that I'm not at the shop right now. Of course.
I'm not putting that past nobody. People be asking some wild questions sometimes. I ain't gonna lie.
I ain't trying. Man, you see, man. All right. So what's the next question?
I'm not done with you. I'm gonna get back on you in a minute. I'm gonna get on you in a minute. All right. All right, bro. No problem. No problem. 1K. I'm gonna send you my my info. My bad. My app, and I got you, bro. But yes, I'm at the shop. Not currently right now. Of course, you know that. I ain't dripping. They drip. But but yeah, I'll send you my app in a few as soon as I get off this, and I got you. Will OT the barber. What's up, my guy? Nate Cut It. What up, man? Okay, so here's one. And if anybody got any more questions, like I said, about Clippers or anything like that, just hit it up in the comments so that way we could chop it up and talk about it. And also, someone else hit us up, my bad. Clean Clips, follow the page and founder. Oh yeah, man. This dude right here, just to put y'all both on point. This man right here putting on some tight work. I was on live with him last night with Heavy and at this Latin Barber Expo that they're having down here. And he making some good stuff right here, especially stuff to clean your guards and your trimmer. Well, not your guards. Also, not your trimmers, but your guards, your implements, your tools, everything. Such as y'all got to check him out.
Okay.
Just a huge shout out. Shout out to you, real quick. Clean Clips. Appreciate you, my guy. Now here's one. What clipper did you start with? And when I mean start with, I mean in school, that's fine. But, obviously you start with the one that the kit provides you. But the one that you bought yourself to cut the very first time. Like, oh, hold on, my bad. Is there a difference in phase when using the 1/16th as an easier compared to making a guideline without it? There is a difference. 1/16th. Wait, 1/16th. 1/16th, my bad.
Using a zero guard to end a fade
basically.
is
Versus, I guess is doing zero guard all the way closed versus doing it open.
right, like making a guideline
Right.
with the zero guard or using that zero guard to blend out the fade. For me, I think it's easier to just blend it out. But some people used it. I don't.
To set a guide.
Yeah, I don't use the zero to set a guide at all. I think
I
that's
mean,
dangerous.
a lot of barbers use that method just for like, I want to say a protective measure, because you know how sometimes you can go a little high on that line and you end up messing it up. But I would say there's a difference, a tad difference, because it's like if you did it with a zero guard all the way open and did it, there's not much coming off. But you take the guard off and make that line, it's the same way.
My man
I feel
It's
says
like
basically the same thing, in
all my
my
clippers,
opinion.
I feel
all
like
my clippers.
using the zero guard. It's I never use it to make guidelines, but it depends on hair density. Sometimes I use it to create a first guideline because if they don't have a lot of hair and you go clipper with no guard all the way open, it might just make it bald. I got a client like that to where she's a female. She has like thin hair, like a low density in certain areas. So I have to blend her with, or I have to make the guideline with the zero guard. You know what I'm saying? If
Right.
not, it took me like 2 times to cut her hair to learn that, because sometimes you meet certain challenges and you be like, what can I do different? That's why I learned about using that zero guard.
Do you do it closed, like automatically closed?
No, I do it open.
Open, right. So
Yeah,
that's
I
what
do
I'm
it
saying.
open.
Like,
Yeah, I don't do
I
it
would never
closed.
do it closed, is what I'm
Yeah,
trying to say. That's basically blade open.
I tell everybody, always give yourself room for a little mess up.
I guess they're saying like, instead of using the guard, no blade all the way open, just use a zero close, because that's essentially kind of the same thing. But I don't know why you would do that. It just sounds like more work.
I mean, depending on how you do it, it could come out. The fade will come out cleaner, not cleaner, but different, because you know how sometimes when you, let's say for instance, you open it right and you don't use a guard, and you take it to its low as possible, and then you just blend everything out to where it's like some part like right here is a little bit closer, but it's not like that close.
Yeah.
So I guess it's on depend on the look that you're trying to see. And check this out. He just said, I see everyone use the zero guard to fade, but Marty Blends used a zero guard to make a guideline.
Different strokes for different folks. It's a whole lot of techniques out there. You know, ain't nothing the wrong way, just if it worked for you.
Right, and his fades are real condensed. So what he's basically doing is he's trying
Working in a small area.
Yeah, he's working in a small area, basically.
To the question about the clipper that we first started with, I started with a Wall Senior, a cordless Wall Senior. That's why I learned that I did not like floating levers, huh?
A cordless Wall Senior?
Yeah, I bought it. It cost me $160. I got it right before I deployed.
I wanted to get that one, but I love it's the same one, but with the cord. I love that one so much. I felt like those were two different ones to me. But I wanted to get it so bad I can't even cap.
The thing that I didn't like about that, well, at least for mine, this is what got me off of floating levers when I first started. So first of all, it was bad quality control in the clipper, because when you would open it, the blade would come out and like go like one end will come out higher than the other.
Right.
I don't know if y'all know what I'm talking about, but it wouldn't, like when you open it, the blade wouldn't come straight up. It would go like this. So that made it hard for me to blade. First learning how to cut hair, you feel me? And then on top of that, it's a floating lever. So I kept getting lost in it, and I was doing like self cuts and cutting my son. You know, so that's the first one that I got, but didn't learn off of. That's the first one I made enough mistakes on. And then I think I seen that's when I started watching YouTube videos, and that's when I seen 360G. Well, I've been watching 360G's because of waves, but when I started looking at his haircut content instead of like all his wave stuff, and I think that's when that Babeless Gold Effects first came out, the clipper and the trimmer, and that's my first one I learned off of.
Yeah.
So that's why I go with click lever, because it was so easy to learn on. So,
and it was real light too. So it was a little bit of a difference from the Senior, like the feel in your hand. So I know you was probably like, this is dope. I got them right at the CT Barber Expo too. But honestly, the first ones I used was the Fast Fees and the Classic 76.
Mm.
And I think I got those within days from each other. So those were the two that I was really rocking with, because I wanted to master detachable blades. Even though like detachable blades was like a thing in the past, I still wanted to learn it just to see if I could do a fade with them. So I challenged myself only to use those guards and don't pick up nothing else until, you know, the fade looked it okay. Can't say crispy, but okay. But I can honestly say the fast feeds, and the reasons why is because of what you said, 360 Jeezy. I used to watch 360 Jeezy all the time. And he used to hype the fast feeds up all the time, like all the time. Like I'm surprised he's not sponsored by Oster and they ain't make a 360 Jeezy fast feed, but he's the reason why I bought those clippers, and yeah, that's what I learned from.
Yeah, I got those fast feeds like right before the cordless ones came out, and I was like, should I get those? And I was like, I want to try to see how the regular ones was, and that's when I actually was deployed. And they got them sent out there, and I was using them. Oh, that was cool. I like them. I like how the motors sound. Like I just like the whole feel of it. It's something about that feel. That would be the if I picked up a corded clipper today, that'd be the only one I would use, and that's the only one I actually have.
Fast feeds is a
One.
vibe. It's really a vibe, bro. Like
Yeah.
you gotta have the right client to use them on. You can't use this on
Anybody.
I mean, you can, but the right hair texture come in.
Right.
He want like a low ball. He want a low fade, but not bald or something like that.
Right.
If you hit them fast feeds with some waves, bro, that junk gonna do some work.
Yeah.
My first set that I got in DC, you better not say nothing. Was a set of I don't know the actual name of them, but they were pretty old school. The Andes, and it was a pair of gray and black Andes. It looked like something that you bought out of Walmart or something, but they were real good. It was a clipper and a trimmer. It was I want to say a pivot motor. They were great with low boys, but that was the first one that I had cut with. I threw away the trimmer, but I kept the clipper for as long as I could because it was great with low boys. Definitely nice with blowouts. So just a nice little wrap before I got my kit.
Actually, I take that back. The ones that I like.
The
I
envies?
had a pair of clippers before I knew how to cut hair.
What?
But the very first clippers I actually had was the white ones at Wall, the color guards. I'll take that back.
White ones?
You never seen those white ones at Walmart? The white wall clippers? They got a cordless version now. But you can't adjust the blade. Like you can't like open and close it. But it was it was an not old school, but it was a quarter one. It was white and blue. And it has like all the little color guards to it.
Right.
That's like you ever seen people that got that light green guard.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Talking about.
So that's the part I knew I was doing.
Send a picture of that because I can't give you one.
Like, I wasn't even trying to learn how to cut hair. I was just like, take it down and like.
All right.
So
let me read a few of these comments before I jump to my next question. Paige Turner had said he tried the floating lever once, but it moved on me while it was cutting. So it sounds like it probably need to tighten up a little bit. And my man No Fro Cut said Walmart wall clippers. I guess that was to the first question I had. What was the first clippers you got? Huh? Those?
Yeah, them ones right there.
Oh wow. Yeah, I remember those.
Yeah.
At least 3 people in my class that rock those. Laced Up by Steph said he got the Andy set and a Babyless set. So he's talk about something new. 5 times out of 10 they what's the name, cordless. Latin Barber Flow Expo said, he said let's go. I'm sorry. It wasn't really so. This my dude changed by J Rod. Instinct Clippers Smoke the cordless masters. That's what's up. A few more people had jumped on. All right. Now I got something for the both of you because I think I'm guilty of this myself, but hey, I'm just gonna put myself out there and just say it. All right, when you get in, now we on the subject of trimmers, right? When you get yours out the box, fresh out the pack, do you? And I know 5 times out of 10 you'll switch the blade, and all right, I get that. But say you rocking with the blade you rocking with now, right? Do you go ahead, keep it how it is until you see a part where you don't like it, so that way you could tighten it up and sharpen it up, or do you instinctively just say, nah, I'm gonna put this where it is right now so I can set it up so the way it hit nice? Because I did, just like this, my bad, Lace by Steph did. He a student at one of my colleges that I went to. It's basically zero gap them when they freshly out the box. I made a mistake of doing. No, not a mistake. It's a learning. So I did that with those Black Andis, the cordless ones. I did those. Now, honestly, sometimes I'm kind of scared to cut with them because it's like I don't really know the blade that well. Well, first I switched the blade, then I zero got them and sharpened them to the T. By using that I forget the name of it, but it's basically that attachment where you just slide it back and forth. I think it's made by Vic Blends or something.
Made by the Rich Barber.
Yeah,
you talking about the one made blade
sharpener? The one made blade sharpener.
That's the
yeah.
one. And now I just bought the blade, so you know it's brand new. But then I made it. I wanted to go and make it sharper. Then I tried to zero gap it, and now it cuts fine, but it's just sometimes on the left side is a little bit too much, and sometimes on the right side is too much. So I sometimes have to touch it. So but every now and again I think maybe I should retouch it because they're still freshly new. They're not even broke in completely. So, but that's my question. Have you guys ever well, put it this way, which one have you done and why as such, or which method would you prefer when buying your trimmer fresh out the pack?
Yo, before we answer that, you should try to put Tank on. Tank, he be doing reviews too. I'm curious what Tank will say about that too. That's up to you though. If he's still
is he on here? Tank be chopping?
Yeah.
Yeah. If he wants to get on, I ain't gonna force the boy to get on, but if he wants to. But
it's cool. I meant for 4 people to be on here, so if y'all down with them, I'm good. If Tank, do me a favor, bro. If you still on here, add me or send a request because I can't find you on here. Maybe because I'm not following you. But if you could, like I said, send a request. I'll be more than happy to add you on here.
He jumped off.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but I ain't gonna hold you, man. It all depends on the trimmer. The trimmer gotta let me know what I need to do. To be honest, like if I get them out of the box and I start using them, 90% of the time, as you've been cutting hair, you can line them up for like 4 or 5 minutes and know if you gotta adjust them or not. To be honest, or you look at them like, you know what, these are some good all around trimmers. I'll keep them as is. Or you like, oh nah, these ain't it. I gotta adjust them. So that's how I look at it.
What's good, cut by Mills?
I don't look at it as like this is what I'm just automatically going to do. It all depends what the trimmer tell me when I cut.
But you knowing you, like for instance, me, I'm sometimes heavy-handed, right? But other times I could be soft-handed. I could be more light-handed as well. So like, what if they hitting you? What if they how would you determine if they hitting just right, depending if you don't apply that pressure?
If I was you, I would never zero gap your clippers.
Yo, did something happen? Because this fool just tried to call me.
No, you good.
Okay. Oh, I never. Well, my bad. I would never make that mistake again. But I never zero got my trimmers from that point on because I am too terrified. Long as I see a crisp line and look like it bring that ash line when I'm taping them, I'm good.
What you got, DC?
I know just what he gonna say. That's why I asked because I see what he's doing. That boy flipped from, and it ain't even the fact that he go from clipper to clipper. It's just that, I mean, trimmer to trimmer. It's just that I see him add that mod almost every single one of his. I guarantee you right now, every last one of the trimmers he got on his blades are not what it came with.
Well, no, those are only the well, speaking of that, I usually put on the I'm linked up with Elite Clipper Mods, so he be sending me a lot of stuff. So I do it for content reasons. You know, I really don't need all these clippers. I can choose something I can just use that. But since I do YouTube and I do reviews and unboxings, that's why I like do so much stuff. And I'm like, if I get a mod, why not? Because it's gonna be some more content that somebody gonna maybe want to see. Because 9 times out of 10, don't nobody just be getting clippers like this like how I do. I got a problem a little bit. But anyway.
He said it.
But all jokes aside, out the box, I always zero gap them. I do a lot of self cut. So first, like I make sure before I use it on myself. So when I go in, I just tap, see how it hit. If it ain't hit, I know a feeling how it's supposed to hit. If it ain't hitting right here, how I want to hit, automatic zero gap. I've never got a clipper out of the box that I didn't have the zero gap. And I look at a lot of other people who review machines, and everybody has their own pressure and different textures and stuff like that. Because I feel like on some textures, it'll hit right out the box. But since I tried it myself and I have coarse hair, I'm gonna need to adjust them. They ain't gonna hit like this because 9 times out of 10, if it like hit real hard on me, somebody that has like lighter skin or a different texture, thinner hair, is really gonna be hitting. You know what I'm saying? So on them out the box, it could be good. But for coarse hair, everything that I have is zero gaps. Everything. I've tried to use it out the box now, zero gaps. Everything is zero gap. I know how to zero gap my stuff, right though. I'm not saying I gotta have it so close, but I get it closer than when it comes out the box. I'm not saying it's completely zero, but I adjust it to my liking. That's closer than when it comes out the box.
Look at this. So you never had a trimmer that just hit straight out of the box. Never.
Nope. I had them T outliners.
Yeah.
The ones, the cordless ones. I tried them.
Don't mean to cut y'all off, but yo,
I tried everything. They said
don't mean to cut
that Stylecraft, what's that? That X Pro blade. I tried both of them out the box. Then I hit how it didn't hit. It didn't.
Yo,
hit.
Paige Turner just said I'm giving blood lineups.
Sorry,
I mean, if you zero gap them and you got a heavy head, that's exactly what you're giving, my guy.
Yeah, you gotta adjust it to you gotta gap it to your pressure. So I'm not heavy handed, so I'm pretty, you know what I'm saying? I'm cool. I'm not heavy handed, so I'm cool, so I can gap mine close enough. You feel me? And usually majority of the time before I even use a clipper or a trimmer on the client, I always do a self cut. That's why if you guys ever see me like do them videos and I like show it, you know, you usually see like this in the background, that little that. You know what I'm saying? And I'll do a self cut after that. You know, because I cut my hair like every week or every couple of days. I'm always like, that's why I got so many self cut videos. So I keep it fresh. But I'm usually the first one to be able to try the machine. Try to get that in the background trip, and there we go. I'm usually the first one to be able to try the machine on myself, so I gotta gap all my stuff, trimmers and clippers. I gap them all because I feel like you can't gap one and not the other. Like that's just me.
So, I mean that makes sense because there would be no point. You'll always have a line if you didn't. But it ain't one trimmer, bro.
not a one, bro.
Not one. I can
Everything
attest
that
to it,
I
my guy.
The
I looked at this
FX3?
man. I looked at every one of his videos, and I guarantee you, not one of his clippers came with that blade, a blade that he rocked with. I guarantee you.
Look at that. Listen to me. The FX3s, when they're like, oh, they hit, I got mine like a few months ago. So maybe in the factory, they did, you know, they heard the reviews and seen all that. And it was like, oh, they hit too hard. They too close. I use them. They wasn't even close enough. They was barely even taking off any hair. So
I'm gonna send you a clipper trimmer, yo.
Go ahead.
Just to use.
I'll send it back. Don't worry.
I know.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna send you a trimmer.
Hold on. Cuts by Mills that said them red FTX hit out the box. I gotta try. I'm gonna look them up. Okay, now this one. Here's a question I got definitely. Oh, and to everybody that's watching, like I said, if you have any questions or comments, just don't forget to hit us up on your comment section. Just ask a question.
Nah.
Say it again.
Nah.
What happened? I missed it.
He said he heard the GTX Evos hit straight out of the box.
That's
said nah.
No, they
you
don't.
heard wrong. You got experience.
You heard so wrong, my guy. You gotta play with them things a little bit. They cut good, but you gotta play with them just a little bit.
Subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yeah. Okay, this one I got one. I'm gonna ask y'all separate ones. DC, you first. Okay, now I need you to keep it 100 with me because I asked you this question because I know your whole background by heart, right? I know one section you got this type of clipper. I know another section you got certain sitting up just like that. I know you got them color coordinated. You got something from gold to blue to pink and maybe even green. I haven't seen that yet, but I guarantee you got them. But here's the question. Starting out. No, not at the level that you're at, but just starting out. And in the first, let's say 5 years. First year. First year. How many clippers and or trimmers is, I would want to say, the standard number for you to have? Now, granted, if you have, I'm talking like if you have like kids, you have adults, you have someone that's just like, I don't know, from coarse hair to straight hair, how many would you say off rip?
All you need is one of each: clipper, trimmer, and a shaver. If you adjust your stuff right, you don't need to have multiple tools. As long as you
But
got
if you had to give a number,
one of each:
so
one trimmer, one clipper, one shaver. That's all you need, really. That's all I need. I got my set right here. I could just use that. I've used it on different textures, different ages. I did that yesterday from a kid that was, it was 2 or 3. Then I did an adult. I did somebody who was a different nationality. You know what I'm saying? Pale skin.
right.
So like all you need is one of each. If you adjust your tools right, you don't need to have a lot of machines. You know, like, oh, I got this one for kids. If you got quality tools, you know like what to get, because there's some blades that I wouldn't use on kids, but I got some that I can use all around. Like my FX trimmer, I can use that trimmer on everybody. Like how I got to adjust, I can use them from, like I said, from the a 2-year-old to somebody my age. You feel me? So it just all depends on how you got your stuff adjusted. If you got your trimmers adjusted pretty aggressive, you can't use that on kids because they're gonna get red easy, or older
So,
people. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about having your machines tuned. You know what I'm saying? Tuned to your liking, but that's good for everyone.
all right, jumping into the comments. Paige has said, "Did anyone adjust their precision blade and how?" I guess that was to the question, and he responded again and said 6. So he took your number and added like what, three more,
Yeah, I mean,
and then
just like if you just need to have some, like, just off requirement, you really don't need that many. But if you just want to be not get bored, I would have 2 of each. If you don't want to get bored with your machines, keep it a little exciting. So
okay, all right, all right. Now, Con, this one's for you because you do this admirably well. Um, when you choose your setup, right? Now, say you cut with it, and you cut with it. Do you fall into a category to where like you're different? Well, how you like those particular that particular set? Now, when you're choosing, do you choose just based off like the popularity of how people are getting them, and like when you doing your review videos, like do you ever come across like people who disagree with what you say?
I mean, of course, everybody got a comment. You know what I mean? Of course. And I ain't gonna hold you. I love those type of comments because I like going back with them back and forth. Just to, like, why not? You want to say your piece, I'm gonna say mine. But but not get disrespectful. But I just like the back and forth. But honestly, I pick mine just off of my own personal preference, and that's why I always tell people in my videos, like, it's at the end of the day, it's just preference. You know what I mean? Because not everybody cuts the same type of texture all the time. Like, you can live straight in the hood or in Chicago, and all you're doing is cutting straight, nothing but coarse hair. Your setup gonna look different than mine. It just is because you need everything to hit all the time, nonstop. Now, I live in a real diverse area. I have as many Spanish, white, and black clients. I probably have a good balance of all 3 of them. So I'm gonna need something that's not always just overly sharp, and that's I'm gonna need a few things.
Mm-hmm.
But that's how I look at it now. If I move into an area where my clientele has changed, then that's when my setup would change.
That's fine. That's fine. Whew.
But I like having a lot of stuff too, but not like DC. DC ODing. Like I like trying certain stuff out. Like when people say something nice, I'm like, let me see. You know what I mean? Like I'm like that with it. I'm not always like, oh, that's crazy, I need to get it. This is more like, like I ain't gonna hold you. Not the Cocoa trimmers, but the Cocoa clippers. Like I ain't hear nobody say nothing about them, so it was just like, for what? But the trimmers, the digital gap, everybody going in on that. So I'm like, all right, let me try that. I'm gonna see.
Yeah. Same.
Okay. All right. I got one more. Now the mods. I love them. Love them heavy. But now, okay. Out of the blades that you like cutting with, which one, if using the mods, would you say? Well, when using the mods, would you say is your primary one, or do you switch to? Well, yeah. Let's just go with that. Like the primary one I like to use. Sorry, is kind of the end. Is a little bit the end is for me, because. Oh wait, my bad. We got a question. I'm gonna hit it in a second. Because that's the one I've been cutting with the longest, but I'm starting to step out. I'm about to get the babeless. Yeah, how do you pronounce that? Am I pronouncing that right? Babeless.
Babeless.
Yeah.
Okay. Because for like a year straight, I called it babyless, but I'm stepping out of my zone. I swear. Oh my God. Oh God. I've been calling it that
DC,
for
don't
the
look
longest.
like that, bro. DC is like, bro.
Hey, let him look. It's cool.
All
That's
right.
what I
So
called it
this goes on fire.
for like a very good minute. And so I'm about to switch to use those because I like the space between them. So it's like you won't cut them unless you like add that real pressure to it. So I like that about it. But I would say when you're using the mods, which would you say is your primary blade that you like to cut with?
Clipper and trimmer, just trimmer.
Both.
Okay.
Put that on first. That's me first.
No. Con is on you first. I hate
All
when he
right,
asks that question.
all
I
right.
hate when he asks that
I was
question.
waiting out. I was holding out.
Honestly, yo, for real, like for a moment, I love the Oster Fast Feed blade on mods. Like when Elite Clipper mods came out with Anello blends, when they came out with the Fast Feed blade on the JRL Clipper, bro, I was in love with that one. So I can honestly say, but it changed though. It changed to the Stylecraft Vapor Fusion blade. I'll have that blade on any of my clippers if I could. And the same blade, there's a different company that makes the same blade, which is JRL's Fade blade. It's just like the Fusion blade when it comes to clippers. But trimmers, I ain't gonna hold you. I mean, I think Babeless kind of they're like number one when it comes to the like trimmer blades. So whatever you get, you put that on, you be good. But Stylecraft's new X Pro blade is fire as well. So
If you
I don't
got
know.
if you got your clipper in front or your trimmer in front of you to show that blade, let me see it because I want to know because I'm sure the people on here want to see it.
I
So
ain't
that
in,
way I could just
I ain't in
check
the
it out.
shop. I'm not.
Oh, I thought you
Only
had them
DC
at your
in the
crib too.
shop. Only
Oh, good one. Okay, DC, if you have it, please show the blade that well, no, not even the one he talk about. The blades that you have that you would put on the mods on your trimmer and or your clipper. You know, just show them real quick so they can see.
The blades that I
While
would.
you answer that question, say that
The
again.
blades that I would put on there.
No, yeah, when the ones that you have mod, the one that you like the most on the trimmer and or the clipper. And then while you do that, someone commented. He has Laced by Steph. He said, "How's the digital gap hitting?" I never used that yet. Well, I might use it. I might not. I'm not sure yet. But if either of you two use it,
I use
No,
it.
I haven't used it yet.
I used it. I have it.
what you
I ain't
think
gonna
of it?
say it. I got a review coming out on that John soon. You know what I mean? Like that. But
Okay, Laced by
this
Steph. Make sure you follow him
What's
and check
that
out
one?
his review. So that way you can get your answer.
let me just say
Make sure
this.
you follow him.
It could do some work. It could do some work. That's like the best like answer I can give right now. It could do some work. It's not like a dud. It's not a dud, but it could do some work.
And I got a comment about that too, but I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait till DC finish. Go ahead.
All right. So for me, for
Uh-huh.
for Clippers, right there.
Yeah, I've seen that one before.
Fusion.
That's the OG before they changed the
Yeah,
name.
the fusion.
You feel me? So the same thing. Fusion Papers, the same thing. They just changed the name on it. That one you could put on print for me on anything, and it hit like this right here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a $60 clipper. And this, I may hit cool without the blade, but with this blade, and they got the cutting blade too, so it's both. It ain't just the steel blade. Cause a lot of people do that. They'll put the steel blade on something, but they don't
Yeah,
put
that
the
don't
cutting
count.
blade. It ain't the same. You just change it
count.
the actual steel blade. You ain't change how it cut. But
Yeah.
this, or anything, bro. I haven't put it on all my clippers because I just haven't. But everything that I put it on, it hits so good. Like I don't know what it's about. That's my favorite. Like Kasai said, if I could put on all of them, I would. That's a lot of money to keep buying blades. But as far as trimmers, I want to say with him because Babyliss and Stylecraft, they both up there, but I still give it a little bit to Babyliss because it's just somehow like they both hit, but Babyliss hit a certain type of way to where they really focused on like precision. Like it feel like it's like more precise, like it just hit a little bit better, but not too much if you adjust it right. Now if you over adjust it, man, you gonna know.
You don't know.
You gonna know.
But
But
see,
it hits so
that's the thing
good.
with Babyliss. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
And but that's the well, this is my. I do have the Babyliss trimmer. I packed a lot of my stuff away because I'm back off the country. But so that's where all like my big heavy ones are, and I kept a couple of hitters here. But this the blade though, and it's the OG blade, the one with the 7Z on it. If you're gonna get any one of those, get that 7Z. If you have to pick out of any, that's their best blade to me, right? And then Stylecraft, they got theirs, X Pro, but not just any X Pro cutting blade because they got a black one. It has to have that one cutter blade on it because they have another one, X Pro, and it's a black one, but the cutting blade is different. With this one, the reason this comes in second is because when you got this, it's a good all around. This for me, this setup is the best all around trimmer blade because it hit and like it's just smooth. Somebody just make it smooth, but it hit. But the other one that they had, the generation before this one that was black, if you got that, even if you got it to even make sharp lines, it's just so harsh on everything else.
Yeah,
like
scratches.
Like on the neck, it scratches a lot. Like your hip make good lines, you can line with it. But once you start dragging that, bro, it's harsh on everywhere. Mustache, everywhere. And
describe that blade. Describe that blade one more time. No. The one that you got in your hand right now.
The one.
Yeah.
The one cutter. You'll notice the one cutter because it has like this little hump
groove
in there.
Yeah,
the groove.
Okay.
People went so in on my video when I talked about the one blade, bro, because I said it was on the Sabres. This is what I said. I said it was on the Sabres, but it wasn't on. Did I say it wasn't on the Instincts? I'm not sure what trimmer I said, but I said it wasn't the same exact setup. And what I meant by that is that the gold blade that the Sabres come with, and then the trimmer came with the black blade. It's two different blades. One takes heat better than the other. So when I said it's not the same exact setup, that's what I meant. And everybody's like, oh, no, you got the one cutting blade on it. I'm like, listen, that's cool and all, but it's not the same exact setup. Switch it out to the gold one and see how you like it then.
So wait.
As like you just did.
So wait. The one that,
sure.
so Con, the one that you talking about, the one that's on the Sabres, that's the same one that's on this one? Mm-hmm. Okay, I was gonna get the black one because I like black, Wakanda forever. But okay.
I thought I was correct.
Hey, you show respect to T'Challa. You can say whatever you want about his sister, but that's another story. But we ain't gonna talk about that right now. So I'll read one of these comments. I want to change my cordless T outliner blade. What do you recommend I get? Clipper mod.
Which one is it? Is it the GTX or is it the gray one?
Yeah.
If it's the gray one,
knowing him, he might be talking about the gray one. Because I seen his set. I don't think he got the black one, so it has to be the gray one.
Either that Gold GTX one or, like I said, Elite Clipper mod, he got one. You can put the FX blade on there.
Yeah. Like, what do you need it for? Like, you looking for a hitter or all around?
Told you. What I told you. What I told you. He said the gray one.
if you need a hitter, then yeah, Gold FX or the Chameleon blade. I do like the Chameleon blade for tap and go. Like that blade is ignorant.
But let's agree to one thing.
That
Go
blade,
to Elite Clipper Mod and then go from there. Choose what blade you want from there.
yeah.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
Trying to pay if you want to go the higher route of price, because we didn't discuss that. We was talking about what you would choose, but higher in price, I would just get a GTX blade if you're worried about price. If you're not worried about price, you can get the mod and get the Babyliss blade. That's gonna cost you like that's gonna run you like $20 more.
Yo,
I think the GTX blade is like around like 40, depending on where you get. If you get online, it's like around 40 or $50. Same with the Babyliss blade, but if you got a mod, it's gonna be like $20 for that mod. So it just depends.
If you use it, I just thought about something. If he had to use the grape, my bad. If he's using the grape trimmers, he'll have to use them either way, won't he? Because depending on what blade he use, I think they come attached to it, but like they can fit on it, but he'll still have to use them out either way, right?
No,
I don't think none of the GTX.
They got the GTX version.
Yeah.
But wait, he talking about the gray one without the cord or with the cord?
He said cordless.
He said cordless.
Yeah,
he said the gray one.
Cordless on. I think he said cordless.
No. Yo, Lace by Steph, which one you using? The my bad, the one with the cord or without the cord?
If you're using the with the cord, throw the whole clipper away, my boy.
Man, you don't tell him that. What is the matter with you? Do not tell him that. That thing is still useful and you know it.
I just trolling.
Cordless.
That GTX blade for sure. You can't go wrong with the GTX blade. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah, you
can't.
You can use this one, but honestly, just put that GTX blade on there. You're gonna be good. You can use that for debulk and inlining. So
yeah, I'm gonna say something that I don't know if y'all have experienced this blade from Andis, but when the blackouts came out with the corded blackouts with the blackout blade, I don't know if y'all ever used that blade, but that blade would have been the best Andis blade I had.
I never used
black one.
It was called the Andis Blackout.
Hey, blade was good.
But yeah,
I ain't never had it.
Jay.
I think I know what you're talking about, but I never had it.
By the way, my account is suspended right now because I don't follow too many people, so I can't like nobody's stuff right now. Comment, post.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I was trying to unfollow a lot of people, and the Instagram said I was using a third-party app. I just went right to my followers, and I was like, okay, who don't I really associate with or whatever? You know, I was just unfollowing it, and then I had to like change my password and all kind of stuff. They thought somebody hacked into my account. I was using the app. I'm like, what the heck? So I can't post to the 16th. So
you better keep up with your password and change that thing every year.
No, I got 2 forms of security. Yeah. I got with like somebody signing, you gotta approve it.
Right.
But that's not the reason why they did that. They did it because I was unfollowing too many people at once. So they thought I was using a third-party app to do that.
Oh wow.
Yeah, it was stupid.
All right, we got a few statements on here. J413 said the blade that came with the GTX was good out the box, but the gold blade's definitely better and didn't heat up as fast when I used it. So, yep, shout out to UDC. I think he responded to what you said. All right, Jay Blends, what's up, bro? Yeah, the Andis Blackouts was definitely fired. Yeah, okay. He want to know, oh, my bad, Laced Up by Steph, the guy we were talking about, he said, what is the website you use to order your blades? Ooh.
I can't tell you that.
Come on, man. He learning. Henry the Barber, what's up, my guy?
The same place that everybody else go, Amazon and eBay. I don't know why people be asking, like, where do you get that from? Amazon and eBay.
I don't go
there. You can't find it on there, just type it in Google, go under the little shop tab, and you'll find it. But you're going to find it on Amazon and eBay.
For me, okay, check this out. For me, if it's a regular, like I'm using an Andis blade or any type of or blades that I could get from a beauty supply store, I just go ahead right there instead of paying that whole shipping and everything. But ideally, you can buy them from the site that you buy your. Yeah, Jay Blaze, that's exactly what he's doing. If you can buy them from over the counter, so you don't have to buy from the buy online to pay that shipping, I just go ahead and do it from there. But you could just buy from the company that you buying the clipper from. They most likely will have it, like Style Seat or give me another one, guys. That's the best I got. I don't know any other company besides that.
You keep saying Style Seat.
Stylecraft. Leave me alone.
You're talking about Style I'll see. My man getting
Nah,
NBA
see,
tickets.
leave me alone. Jay Blend said concise gatekeeping.
All right, so look, honestly, I was just joking. I was going to actually give some people some pointers, but what I do, there's only 2 websites that I use. I'll be honest, and the main reason is because they have like a point. They have a point thing, a point system.
Right.
As many points you get, you can get $20 off, 15% off, 20% off, whatever. So I use barbersalon.com as and if you sign up with them, almost every other weekend you get a VIP code to 20% off.
They keep sending me that shit.
Yeah. See? And I use Williamsport Bowman Barber Supply, and that's only because I think that place is only an hour away from me. And the beautiful thing about that is that they have a book. So does Barber Salon. But if y'all didn't notice, if y'all have a book, like a barber book, that's like the first quarter of the year, you go ahead and take that joint to Sally's. They're going to compare. They're going to price match. If y'all didn't know that, they'll price match.
I know that.
Take that.
Did not know that.
Right there, Jim.
You
Take
told
the
me
Barber
something
magazine.
new.
Make sure the Barber magazine is up to date because they real strict about that. Make sure it's up to date. Take it to Cosmo Proud, Sally Beauty, Salon Centric, wherever you got, and see if they'll price match it. One of them going to. That's how I get some blades. I need that.
Dope. That's dope.
I need that. I'm a guy working on clippers. See you nice working on clippers.
Oh yeah, the man hooked up my trim. My bad. My Andis, the cordless ones. No, not the Revice. Shut up, DC. I can hear you from right here.
Yo, I gave them just away, bro. I ain't gonna hold you. Like I was just like, it was like. It was one of those clippers. Like, yo, you need some clippers? Like, I was looking for people. Like,
Jesus. How you go? But no, man. Look, I need to understand this. But yes, Aaron Clippers can work his magic on them because he fixed mine up, and added the new blade on there. Infinity Kjo. Yeah, I'm gonna say that. If I messed your name up, my bad. He said go to barberdepot.com.
I think they got a point thing too as well.
Explain to me. No, I need to understand something. You made a post, and this one's to you, Con. You made a post about one of the new trimmers that they made. Now, I'm assuming you still have those, right?
Which ones?
There's black trimmers. They look like Slimline, but not they a little smaller than Slimline, but they black.
That new trimmer that come with the
new one
charging thing.
What?
That's what he's talking about.
Yeah. What about them?
Wait, first, do you still have those?
Nah.
What? Trash. Throw them in the trash.
Why y'all hating on Anderson? I'm glad I didn't.
You got them?
No, I was thinking about getting them.
He said, "You got them."
No. All right. So
I'm happy. You know what? I'm gonna add Anderson to this. Hold on, give me one second.
It's like I said. It's all about preference. At the end of the day, what was that trimmer going to do that any of my other trimmers didn't do? Plus, what added value did it give? Oh, it could charge my phone, bro. Did you even try to charge a phone on it? For one, it take too long. For two, you gotta put.
What am I gonna say, DC? I didn't even get them, so I can't say it.
Like let's say
that good about it.
You gotta put it sideways, like, and you gotta make sure it's sitting right. Not to be like that. Tune 45 came out with a power mat where you could just put your phone and it's just going to charge your phone. Like, so it was like, and this was trying too much. Plus, it got a clipper version of it that's in Walmart, bro. Walmart. So what they basically did was they already had this out. They just switched it to cordless instead of keeping it corded. Now, I promise you they're going to come out with the cordless clipper version of it that they had in Walmart. Watch.
So, hey, I'm gonna add on to that. I'm gonna add on to that. That is called the bespoke. Somebody put in there the bespoke.
Right.
That thing is equivalent to the that Ace trimmer by Stylecraft.
Right.
It was, and the Ace trimmer, I feel like it was priced decent for it to be under Stylecraft. It was priced with. I didn't say it's a good trimmer. Hold on, I didn't say it was a good trimmer. I didn't say it was a hit.
Yes.
You made
I'm
that.
just saying
You made
because
that
it's other
obvious.
style
But go
craft,
on.
they priced it within what it should be from their company, right?
Right.
But there's like a keypay version that's cheaper. Somebody sent, I think Ito Unboxing sent me that. Like it's an eBay, I'm not eBay, but keypay version, same thing. Look exactly the same except for the rubber grip on the side. It's black instead of gray, and it got a different name on it.
Right.
But I feel like that's what the Bespoke. That's like the Bespoke was an overpriced personal grooming tool, like a grooming trimmer. And they just try to make it look like it was high end by putting, oh, it's cordless, it has this cordless charge, and they made that the selling point. But the blade was terrible on there. I didn't use it ever, but I've seen reviews. I'm just like, that looked like the same. Like I can look at blades, I'm like, that looked like the same blade that's like on the Ace trimmer. You know what I'm saying? And even if you gap it, it's only gonna do so much. That's why my Ace trimmer, I modified it and I put a Babyliss blade on it. You know what I'm saying?
Look at this.
No, not that one. The trimmer.
What the price say?
$17.89.
I can't see it. Sorry.
It was $17.89.
$18, bro. So they're gonna make it cordless and say this is fire and charge you $250.
That's the same thing they did with the Rebite though. When the Rebite came on, their selling point was that it had the detachable blades or whatever, so either make it fade or taper. I used both of them, and that thing was still trash. I don't care what blade I put on there. That thing was trash. I'm gonna add on to this too, right? Before I finish.
How much? Okay, before you finish that, how much you want to add on? Give me a number to how much you want to add on, so I can literally know, because I feel like you're gonna add like 4 more to this one. I just want to know.
Wait, add on what?
To your deep rooted, unfathomable, just unlove for Andis. Just go ahead.
Not Andis. It's just that particular clipper in general. I got Andis Masterson over here. And I got the CL on right by it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like.
Wow. 2 out of 300 of clippers that you probably got. 2 out of the 300.
After they made those, Andis was trash after that. I ain't gonna lie. Andis ain't came out with nothing fire since they made those two. And they just they only live it. Andis is still alive, like important in the industry because old barbers are like, oh, get Andis. So they've been such a staple. You got these new barbers coming up. So when all these older barbers, you know what I'm saying, stop cutting anymore, you got all these new barbers that's using Stylecraft, Babyliss, Andis and Wall better be out of here, bro. Andis, they already hit it out the
I
door.
don't deny that.
Y'all just don't want to believe
especially with Wall.
Everybody else give you too many options, and they're more affordable. So they give you customization, affordability, and they give you performance. And all Andis and Wall is doing is give you the same clipper and trimmer and changing the color. They're not raising the battery life, because how can I buy? I'm gonna show y'all this again. This thing, which I'm sponsored by Codeword Crush 10, if you want to take it.
Yo, I knew he was gonna do that.
Concise, you owe me a dub. Concise, you owe me a dub. I told you he was gonna do that.
Amazon, $60, bro. This thing got 5 hours of battery life in it. So tell me, how do I spend $60 for this that got 5 hours of battery life? And Andis, I paid for that gold one over there. When it first came out, I got it when it first came out. I spent $400 in that thing. It's probably like around 3 right now. But it was 4 when it came out. Battery life ain't even close to it. It's a workhorse. It knocks them both down. But I wouldn't spend $400 again for a clipper. That's why I got the snap effects. I refuse, bro. I ain't pay that much. Not to have bro.
So looks like we got some Andis support, not Andis supporters, but killers too, because my man Corey Blends just said Andis Master and GTX is all they got. And bro, my bad, Aaron Clipper said Andis, my bad, Andis just ain't hitting no more. I'm like, wow, ain't hitting no more. Okay.
They got some good machines. The thing is, they got the money to make good machines. They're just choosing not to make, they're living off of their old stuff. And then when they make new stuff, it's trash. It's just like, bro, what are you doing?
I ain't gonna hold y'all. They probably make the least amount of money in just their clippers, to be honest. And this Cool Care has probably made them a billionaire. You know what I mean? Like, and this Cool Care has probably made them a billionaire. And not to be like that, right, I got it too. And to be honest, it's just like how we got upset with Asta not focusing on their clippers. Like, yo, they're over here making microwaves, bro. They're over here making blenders. Like, they can care less about they just did it just because they want people, you know, they wanted to make somebody happy. And it's kind of the same way. Like, they got the pet grooming. To be honest, they got pet grooming on lock. I don't know if y'all knew that or not,
I
but
don't
Yeah.
know what that is.
They,
their pet clippers.
it's basically like a clipper line for cutting
Oh,
dogs.
they got them on lock. Go to the pet store and see if you want to see Anders clippers in there. Like they got them on lock, so they can care less for this industry. They allow room for new companies to come in and to really like make stuff for us. Anders wasn't doing that. Anders was just making stuff because this is how we want to make it, and they still doing that. Like, oh, they wanted cordless, we'll give it to a cordless, but it's gonna stay the same. Let's give them
Yeah.
gold. Let's give them rose gold. Let's give them black. Let's give them the black eye. Like it ain't nothing different. That's why I respect like Babyliss and Stylecraft, because almost every time they come out with something, it's different. So somebody got something they can use.
For sure.
Cool.
Okay.
Yeah, and then they messed up with the purple guards. Like,
Oh hell yeah! I ain't gonna lie, yo. Okay, this probably be the only thing I say negative about it. So don't quote me on anything else. But them blades on my bad, them guards on Andis, the Revice with the black ones, bruh. I felt like I have to relearn them, and then on top of that, it's just like when the one guard that I did like, which was that 0-1, when that broke, I fell out of interest with it, so there was no point in holding on to it no more. Like I find it hard to fall in love with any clipper that has a guard now.
They messed up when they didn't make the purple guards compatible with that clipper. I don't know why they know Ennis is known for their guards. If anything, they're known for the master TLers and their guards.
Mm-hmm.
Why would you not make on a new cordless machine? Why would you not make the guards compatible with that? Like that made absolutely no sense to me. No sense. So, and I don't like them guards either. They feel like they too hard to put on the blade. You got to really force it on there. I did not like that. Oh, speaking of that, wait, let me get back to the Reebok. I got one last thing. So,
yo,
so I
never, you owe me a dub, bro.
No. This is I'm done talking mess. So this a fun fact. I never had that issue where people blades were popping off.
either.
Some people say it did when they zero gapped it. I tried to zero gap mine. I couldn't loosen one of the screws. It was just starting to strip. I was like, forget it. I'm just leave it like this. Like a couple of weeks ago, I got a package from Andy. So I'm like, what the heck is this? Like came like a little envelope. I'm like, what the heck is this? And it had a letter in it. I was gonna put this in the vlog, but I haven't got to that ending yet. But anyway, it was a little clip. The reason that it's popping out is because this little metal clip that's in there. And it was like, oh, due to blah, 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 blah. We sent in this clip to everybody who bought one to fix the issue. Because the issue was that clip in there. It wasn't, some people thought it was doing it because you zero gapped it. That wasn't even the reason. It was because this metal clip in there, for whatever reason, it was making it pop off. So I guess it was weak, or I don't know what the reason was. But they sent me a little letter and explaining what it was and blah, blah, blah. But I picked them up at that point. I said, you know what? Because they sent me a letter. I was like, I thought the Reebok. I said, you know what? Let me pick these up again. And I used them, put them up. Right back there, I said, I remember why they use these and put them. Oh, that's the last one. But that's the last
one. You got some more in your dog. It's okay.
Yeah.
You got more in you. It's cool.
I paid so much for them things, and I got the blade too, the other blade. So I think they came out. It was like $260 when they came out, and then with the blade, I had to buy the blade off another website because they didn't have any more on their website. So I ended up paying like $300 for the clipper and the other blade. They're like none of it. So.
I think they messed up with the main thing they messed up with was the power and battery life.
Yeah, that power. Oh, if you plug it in, you get a little bit more RPM though. But who using it? Who using the cording?
I don't know. I just didn't care. Like they had
all right.
I don't know. They just think that went through.
All right.
They didn't think it through.
I got a good one for you guys. All right, so. Now, I got two companies now. Well, because I've been looking around, I've been seeing you made a post about this kind. It's about like the mats and the I want to call them the charger stations that like one by Crazy. I forget his name. Crazy Good.
Crazy Good.
That's the one. And one of the mats that you currently have is by Gamma, right?
Yeah.
So now in lieu of your preference, like now I already had bought, it's kind of late for me because I already bought the box, but ideally, you think that's a dope innovation. You think that's a dope innovation for people who would purchase such a thing for their trimmers and their clippers, or you think it's better to go with the mat versus going with the I'll
I,
call it a charger station for short.
I ain't gonna hold you. I got the crazy good box, and I need both of them. Like I like that for I need that for just to be over there on the side just to charge my trimmers. You know what I mean? I
Mhm.
need the mat not to always charge my stuff if it doesn't have to, because I'm just gonna just whatever's on the mat is what I'm using at that particular moment. If I
Right.
need to charge anything, I just put it back. I mean, it's just like how he don't have. It don't seem like DC has it, but he has it to the point where his clippers are at a place where they just sit there and charge, and that's it. He probably has a place where he puts all his stuff at, and he works from there. But that's how I like mine. It's like I won't say get one or the other. If you have the opportunity to get both, get both. If you have 4 clippers, they got a four option of a charge to charge it. If you like the mat, now the beautiful thing about the mat preps you and sets you up, especially with the Gamma one, it sets you up to be ready for your haircuts. It got your guards on there, they're not gonna move around, it's magnetic. You can put, the clippers up if you want, and you can charge them all at the same time. But I will honestly say that if you had to pick one, whatever the one that does the most for you is probably the mat, because it preps you for your haircut and you're able to charge at the same
I,
time.
fig- I kind of figured you would say that.
But I
That.
think that if you have more than 4 clippers, then you definitely need to get a crazy good box. You don't need to, but if you have like DC got a lounge and it's just him, I think. Like my man got a 3-bedroom barbershop and it's just him. I don't understand. So his space is different than most people. You know what I mean? So if you just have a station, like if this is just your station and that's it, I would honestly say get both. Like put the box to the corner and use the mat to get to working. Yeah. See, DC got like 3 stations and he's looking over at all 3 of them.
Just for holding the
No,
clippers.
that's
That's
the funny.
crazy.
That's the funny thing. Look, that's the funny thing. Look. All right, so I'm gonna answer the question. I'm gonna get back to what you said. I don't have either one of them, but if I were to get one, I get the crazy good box. On my station, I'll show you on my station. Y'all see my setup. But on my station, only thing that be charging is the stuff that's on my station. Like everything that be over, I don't have another place that I charge my stuff. If it ain't on my station, it's not getting charged. Like it's just gonna stay right there. I was going through my clippers and trimmers. Like I'm gonna just let them die and then go to the next one because I got so many. I really don't. It don't really matter. But my station, if it ain't if it ain't plugged in over here, nothing else gonna charge. Cause I don't want like a whole bunch of wires and stuff everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But as far as like, I'm in a 1-bedroom. This will technically be my dining room where I'm at right now. I'll show you. Hold on. I'll show you. I'm gonna show you my my center real quick.
Well, while you do that, Corey Blends asked you a question. He said,
All right.
"Hold on, let's just look at this first." Shit.
See? It's the living room right there.
Damn. Well, my bad. Corey Blends has said DC are the instincts worth getting. I'm gonna answer that for yes. He's rocking with the Gamma boosted and Masters right now.
Are they worth getting? I mean, do you need to get them? You don't need to get them if you don't need them. Honestly, I got them because first I was trying to get them I was trying to get the pre-order, but I went to training, so everybody didn't drop their videos with the instincts. And here I come. I still didn't even upload my video because I was already late, but it's gonna upload like next week or something. But anyway, like you don't need to get them. Like you definitely don't need. I know they try to sell it. I know I got a discount for it or whatever, but I don't think you need them if you don't need them. Like if you don't need a new clipper, don't get them.
All right,
Like,
DC, I'm kicking you off this because you was not supposed to say that. I'm kicking you off right now. Have a nice day, sir. What you mean not to get them?
No, like
I mean,
you don't need to get them if you don't need them.
I mean, wait, is he talking about? Hold on. When he said the instinct, wait, Corey Blends, let me ask you a question, bro. are you talking about the instincts as in the trimmers, or the instinct as in both the trimmer and the clipper as a set?
I mean, you're gonna buy them individually regardless because they don't come in a set.
No, but I mean, still, if you're gonna buy the trimmer, then you might as well get the clipper too, right?
So you'd be surprised on how many people don't do that though.
Right.
True. I don't deny that. I don't deny it because I've done that very thing. But I mean, if you're gonna rock with the trimmer, I say, hey, go ahead and get the clipper too. Okay, he talking about the clippers.
Is it worth
Yeah,
it?
I agree with DC. Like, I mean, if you want them, cool. But if you feel like I gotta switch them out, if you got the boosting and the masters, I think you're good.
I will tell you that blade do get hot. They wasn't lying. They do get hot, but you ain't gonna notice it if you got the guard on. But it's because that whatever is like the material that they make out of these gold blades, it like conducts heat. Unlike the black one where it like, what's that word? Dispenses heat. The gold ones like conduct it, so it just I don't know. And it's like that with all this stuff. Even the trimmer did that with the gold blade on it. And some people are like, oh, it's because it got a lot of power. No,
maybe it's the material.
It's the material in the blade that makes it do that.
Yo, I wanted to say this too for anybody else out there that's looking for something that's like the best with heat. For me, the best blade I found when it comes to clippers with heat is the JRL. I could put
JRL.
that. The JRL blade. I could put that blade on any clipper. It will not heat up. It will not.
It's
like
cold.
For me though, I gotta interject on that one. Well, first he said he want to get the clipper and he want to do the saber, and he has the saber trimmer. For me, the one that's good for me with heat is the ceramic with the white teeth.
But cutting blade?
Huh?
The cutting blade?
Yeah.
I don't care for that.
I don't either. It make the clipper loud. I don't like that.
I mean, it does make the clipper loud. I will not deny that, but I like the way that it goes on your even when you have it on for a while, it still doesn't get hot. And then on top of that, I like how it smooths out how the white teeth, it smooths out the waves when I had it at the time.
Yeah. Only time I used a ceramic blade was on a quarter Oster fast feed. That's when I was trying to, because I went off Jeezy because he was using it before it came out, and he swore by that with the ceramic blade. And I said, okay, if I'm gonna get this, I'm gonna try exactly how he did it.
Right.
Favorite quarter clip.
I went back to the metal because honestly, I think that the metal cuts better. I mean, it might get hot, but I realized that most of the times, if your clippers is getting real hot, that means you taking too long. That's what I realized.
Yeah. So as far as like a beginner clipper, don't get one with a gold blade.
No.
Stay away from the gold blades if you're a beginner clipper. I mean, beginner barber.
I stay with.
Except, I'm gonna get this to Andis. Andis blade didn't get hot. I don't know what they made that one out of, but it never got hot on me.
Hold up.
On the Gold Master.
Wait a minute. Yo, concise. You make sure I heard this correctly. Did this man just give Andis some props? I mean, like a good word?
Yeah.
Say he didn't.
I mean, when it comes to clipper blades, Andis, Wolf, Oster, like, to be honest, like, low key, they're probably still one of the best blades to have.
Oh yeah.
Hands down, especially quality wise, like they last the longest.
Yeah.
To be honest.
Okay. So Corey Blends, I hope we answered your question. So if anybody else got any questions, please let me know, because I didn't expect it to go this long, but wow, it's almost 9:30. Got a lot of responses. I'm real happy about the turnout.
It's only like 7:30 here, so I'm about to. Wait, I gotta see how far my video is freaking saving, because I'm trying to upload that, because I should gotta watch that.
All right.
I took all day editing this video. All day.
Yeah, I hope you didn't go to Brown. I'm gonna go, because it's gonna be interesting.
Right, so you'll see it. You'll see it.
Gonna be crazy.
But I feel like everybody that did theirs, I don't like how everybody was doing haircut tutorials, because that wasn't the challenge. Is that what you did? Did you do a haircut tutorial?
I didn't do it. You talking to him, right?
I'm talking to Kasai. You didn't do a
there
haircut
you go.
tutorial, right? Okay, good. That was okay. Look at it. I'm like, oh my god.
Nah. It's probably gonna be more goofy stuff than cutting, to be honest.
That's how mine kind of is.
But look, I wanted to show y'all, since y'all never seen the blackout, these are the blackouts. I'm gonna show you these
Yeah,
real
let me
quick.
see. Let me see. Put me on.
Let me see how I switch this thing around. You know I'm old. All right, here we go.
I'm gonna need you to wipe that screen right now.
These are yeah, you right. Why is that John showing like that?
Reggie.
It's the
He got that
it's
cool
your
care on his
camera.
fingers. He
Wipe
got
it
that
off.
cool care on his finger still or something.
Yeah,
I'm wearing glasses. Oh yeah, those were beautiful.
Oh, that
Yo,
look like a T outliner.
it is, but
It is.
it's the blackout version. And let me tell you, these right here, these was the out of the original and this T outliners, the GTX. Then you had the blackouts. To me, these hit the most.
They don't
I
sell
would
those
say
anymore, huh?
I would say the GTX was probably the most versatile, but this one right here, man, if you wanted a sharp line, it was gonna give you a sharp line. Nah, they don't sell that no more.
Oh, it was a limited time offer.
Dang.
I'm gonna find it though, cause I'm
PV enhancements is on here, or was on here.
Heavy,
Heavy. Is it heavy or heavy? How you say it?
heavy. Now just for that, I get to laugh at you because you did. No, let me do what you did. Yeah, it's heavy.
you stupid, bro.
I got his enhancement too. It was cool.
You know my dude made up another one, right?
Yeah, I seen the colors.
I'm like,
I
bro,
bought.
you.
I ain't
I ain't gonna lie, he took that one to a whole nother level when he did that one. I'm like, bro,
I don't want to say nothing on
he
this.
trying to put Kiss out of into retirement, bro.
Yeah, that's what like Tim 2 Air, they do that color stuff like that.
Temptation.
Who?
That you talking about Temptation?
Nah.
The aerosol one?
Nah, Tim 2.
Oh, I know them. I used to
It's
love
like
their machine.
they like makeup. It's a makeup line at the end of the day.
Basically.
Yeah. So they not really in the industry. They just trying to seep their way in. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Clever
Their
has
machine.
right now. People, I'm still trying to get the Kiss and alcohol mix right. I mean, because I got a whole lot of
So how
other
you
people's brands, but I'm trying to mix it right. It ain't 50-50.
Piece of advice. I went to hair. There was a hair cutting class I went to. Well, not a haircut, a barbershop I went to up in Dallas. They say, Brad, you ain't supposed to do that. They say you're not supposed to because the whole thing kind of messes with the whole color coordination. Basically, if it's supposed to come out black, it messes with it. Some way, shape, or
The
form.
alcohol?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what you're supposed to use in there, but I mean.
But why you want to learn that throwback, other way, but you don't like the floating lever?
I used the floating lever for like a couple of weeks. I'm good at it now, but I still really use my click lever. Why you think the master on the station? I can use it if I want to. That's the only floating lever that I like to use though, is the master. Yeah.
DC, you got a good head. You got a good head of hair, right?
Yeah.
You got nice waves, right? Right?
Yeah.
So what? Let me ask you something. Name something you wouldn't put on your waves right now.
That I would not.
Would not. And there's only one right answer.
Well, I wouldn't put dye in my hair.
No, that's not it. You give up?
Wait, yes, you said what would I not put in my hair?
Yes.
Like
what would you not put on your head right now?
Are you talking about like as in like a product to like style it, or what do you mean? That question's kind of vague.
No, it ain't. There's only one. What would you not put on your waves right now? Because you have good waves. What you wouldn't put on it?
I don't know.
You don't know? Okay, let me help you out. Huh?
I don't know.
Huh?
What?
What did you say?
You said a hat?
Yep. What's another word for hat?
Cap?
Exactly. So stop capping. I need you to stop capping. You've used it before.
That hat thing is a myth because I wear a hat every day to work in the military. Every day for almost 10 years.
Okay. Hey, wear one your size. I guarantee you will mess your head up in less than 3 months.
You said wear what?
Wear one your size. I guarantee you will mess up your hair in 3 months.
I do wear what my size.
You do. Now I guarantee you get a nice, not like that baggy one where it goes over your forehead like this. But
no, mine go right here. You gotta wear a certain way. go right here. Like I don't be having it way down here. It goes right here.
Mm,
That's
I-
genetic. That wearing a hat. Oh, my hair falling out because I wear the hat. No, that's
Oh
genetic.
no, I ain't say. Oh no. I never said fall out. I
Yo,
said
we
you mess your
we,
waves
we
up.
we getting off the topic, and we over here talking about hats and major pain hats. So look, if you had to DC, if you had to grab one clipper, one trimmer, what would it be?
The boosted by Gamma Plus. I grabbed that one.
Who?
With
Oh,
Boosted
yeah,
by
the boosted,
Gamma Plus.
the boosted by Gamma with the vapor blade though. And for a trimmer, I grab a Skeleton Effects. Either with the chameleon blade or with the gold, the original gold one.
Pull up
But more
chameleon
likely the original
blade
gold
for
one.
me, Con, please.
What'd you say?
Pull up the chameleon blade because this is the second time I heard about it.
Yeah.
Hairstyle.
Wait, hold on, I got you.
Yeah, I'm gonna say, why you ain't accept? You see, my man got, bro. I'm home.
I packed my. I got the boost.
I was saying
I got the Gamma
on the
boost, but I
computer,
packed
but
it
okay.
away already. But it's talking about this one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put this
They look
to my pissed off barber.
like both the. They look like it's two blades in
Go over
one,
here.
like I've seen before.
That's gonna look hard.
Where'd you get that from?
This
Yeah, no,
pissed off.
the blade.
Amazon. That's why I tell y'all get all the blades. Amazon. I got Amazon Prime, man. Hey, look, check this out.
Bro,
I'll be at work too much to like go to the B supply, and the B supplies out here, they don't be having this. They got like generic stuff, bro. They don't have nothing. They don't have like new clippers. And usually, like if you go to B supplies, at least that I know of, they be overpricing their clippers so they can make a profit. So
DC,
I get all
where
my
you at?
stuff off eBay or Amazon. Even
Where
if
you at?
like I got discount codes for like certain companies, and I can get a discount on my stuff by using my own code. If I see that junk on eBay, I'm getting it from there. That's why I got my rose gold. That's why I got my rose gold set. That's why I got my I got a saber clipper from there for like $130 instead of getting it for like what? I think they charge like $200 on the site. And if I use my discount code, I'm gonna get it for like $185. No, I got discount codes, but I be telling people where to get it for cheaper if you want to get it from there. I done got my Babyliss boost set, the chameleon. I got that off of eBay.
Hello, Gina the barber. How you doing?
We got them all.
Full with bar supply.
Got them all. That's a fact. They definitely do, and I think they do a point. They do a point thing as well. I think that's kind of dope. But look, I know.
Do y'all ship out the country though? Because I'm about to go out the country in a bit.
Yo, real quick.
Let me know.
DC Concise, I'd like to introduce you to somebody that I met in
You say yes, sir?
Dallas, Texas. Oh, he said yes, they do.
All right,
I want to introduce you to somebody. She started something that's amazing. She started this. I'm gonna get it right this time. It's called Hairstyles and Beauties for Hope. I talked to her. Yeah, I finally got it right. I just wanted her to bring her on the live. We was just talking about Well, I call it Clipper Academy. We were just talking about different like tools like from different brands that you will rock with inside the shop. And but before you can share your own experience with it too. But I wanted to bring you on so you could tell these two gentlemen what you got going on. And I got your text. Don't think I'm not writing you back. Yes, I do to your first text, but I wanted you to share with them what you told me. And because they got their own, like I said, they got their own brands that they're doing. Both of them great content creators. They teach me about a lot so as well. So they could, while you talking about it, it could share out throughout this whole live when I post it, and I'll make sure I send you in it.
All
so
right.
Go ahead and introduce
Let
us.
me clean my little camera because my little camera's got me looking fuzzy. There we go.
There we
Look
go.
much better. All right. So hello, gentlemen.
Right.
My name is Mary Jenkins, and I am the creator of Hairstyles and Beauty for Hope, which is a partnership that I started with the hair and beauty industry to raise money to help people that have cancer pay their bills while they go through treatment. And so for the last 10 years, I have been traveling all across the country, raising money to make certain that the electric, the gas, the water, and the bills get paid. And the crazy thing is I was listening to you all talk about clippers, and I'm like, you know what? I'm not even a barber, and I know exactly what they're talking about because I had the privilege of knowing people that are connected to so many brands, whether it's Andis or Wall and Caliber. I mean, I was just with Babyliss out in Anaheim out there, and it's like, okay, what can we do together? And so what I've done is, so normally we're the charity for like Bronner Brothers, the premiere shows. We've been the charity for CT Barber Expo, BarberCon, you name it, all across the country. And traditionally, we attend the shows and we ask people to make donations. And so a couple of years ago, when we were the charity for the ISSE show, a gentleman said, you know, the money is in actually hosting a show. And so most of the time when shows are hosted there, it's a for-profit company that's making the money. But what I did is I created a show where the profit is going to go to charity. And it's going to help people battling cancer pay their bills. And so my show is titled Raising the Bar, Barber and Beauty Expo, and it's a full expo. We've got strong education. I want vendors that, you know, aren't at the big shows that most people don't know about. And then we have competitions. And so we are having 5 competitions one for barbers, stylists, makeup artists, nail techs, and tattoo artists. And it's for professional and students. And it's like, okay, I'm putting in work while I'm traveling across the country, meeting people and inviting them. And that's actually how me and Leviticus and I met. I was at a show and we were in Dallas, and it was like, okay, we're going to raise money to help people battling cancer. But he and I got to talking, and I said, I'm looking to identify sponsors and vendors. And I don't want the people that be at all the shows, the vendors and companies that be at all the shows all the time, because I want the ones that want to build with me and want to grow with me, and let's make it real, but for a purpose instead of just to be somebody making a bunch of money. Let's help people while they're going through the toughest battle of their life. And so,
Amen to that.
That's amazing right there.
That sounds like impact over influence to me.
Yeah.
Thank you. I'm a 2-time breast cancer survivor.
Oh,
and thank you. So when I was going through treatment, I got laid off work and needed help paying the bills and couldn't find anyone because everybody funding cancer research. And so since I couldn't find what I needed, I created the company that would be the help for other people. And my nonprofit is 17 years old, and we've helped people in all 50 states and have contacts with organizations internationally.
Well, I already know that my wife just got on. She's a braider. If you don't mind to send me a DM, we can further discuss some things to help with the awareness. I think that's really dope.
That would be fantastic. Now, when you all were talking, I didn't hear what cities you were from. Where are you guys at?
I'm from a small town called Wilkes-Barre, Pennsylvania. It's near like the Poconos of Pennsylvania.
I know where you're talking about.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm from Los Angeles. My bad. I'm from Los Angeles, California, but I live in Colorado Springs right now. I'm in the military, so I travel all around the states and around the world every couple of years. So I'm currently in Colorado, though.
Okay. Well, so thank you for your service. I was just in LA. I'll be going to Colorado. So at some point, maybe our paths will cross.
Yeah. I'll go ahead and follow you once my account lets me, because I got suspended because I was unfollowing too many people. But I screenshot. They thought I was doing some weird stuff, but I screenshot your.
I don't know, bro.
Screenshot your. No. I screenshot your name, so when my ban comes up on the 16th, I can go ahead and follow you. You know, so
you got put in Instagram jail.
Yeah, everything.
Oh man, I remember when Clubhouse was popular. Well, it's still popular, but people were always getting in Clubhouse jail. It was like, man, I'm in Clubhouse jail, and so now they're all doing it. You get in Facebook jail, Instagram jail, for doing almost nothing.
I'm following too many people on Instagram. Through I click my follower thing, unfollowing people.
You can't unfollow people.
They probably think you hacked or something.
Yeah.
Maybe because how you got like you got one for business, so they see your business one kind of declining. Maybe they thought you were hacked or something. I don't know. That don't make no sense.
You never
I ain't
know.
never hear nobody
But
getting Instagram jail for deleting followers. But
no, well, if you do something, I know I was blocked for 3 days because I had went through and I was following too many people quickly over a short period of time.
Yeah. The same thing with unfollowing. If you do to me at once, I think you would like unfollow like 50 people per hour or something like that. But then you still gotta be
Hmm.
active on Insta. It's so dumb. So
The
That's crazy.
algorithms.
yeah.
Yeah, I try to stay.
so let me ask you this, man. Wait, you said you don't cut at all?
Mm-mm.
I was about to ask. Okay. Okay. Well,
You know, that well, wait a minute. Now I don't cut at all, but it's so crazy. When I was in LA at the Premier Anaheim show, Babyliss was introducing a new clipper, and it was crazy because the gentleman that's like over who gets stuff was there, and he gave me some, and I was like, I'm not a
Dennis,
barber. So I gave them to my son, and because I literally get product all the time. Because matter of fact, I tell you this, where they at?
we need to stay in
Oh,
touch, Dennis. You getting product like that, because see how my bank account is set up. You know what I'm saying?
see,
Oh, she got the. We was just yeah. Let me go ahead and use those real quick. You know what I mean?
so these are
which one?
the Cocoa All Pro something. So he gave them to I get clippers all the time, and I'm like, y'all know I'm not a barber.
They don't know
I
that.
can't give you any.
Get us
For
all
real.
one. Don't
They
say. Tell them
no,
you
but they
got three.
still look now. Listen, they still give them to me, and they're like, if you want to raffle, use them as a raffle or a giveaway or something. Get some since I'm traveling to all the shows. I use them to raise money. I mean, we do that. We do that. Hmm.
Tell them you got three. Tell them you got three nephews that want these clippers. They're a big fan.
Right. If I see you at a show, I'm just gonna stand next to you, like, yeah, you know. Any minute, man.
Oh man, it's crazy.
Yeah,
That's what's up.
and then there are people who are barbers that travel to shows, and then they get stuff and they send it to me so that we can give it away because I just got a box the other day and
She
I hadn't really
beating
looked in
you,
it.
DC. She got you,
Mhm.
DC.
Man. Hey, she needs somebody to review those. You feel me? I'm gonna go ahead and give you my address. You can
And
go ahead
that's someone was saying that I should do like reviews, get the sponges. I don't know what this is.
What is that?
It's a
Wait,
That's
show
a
that
beetle
again.
trimmer?
What is that?
I don't know. Some they sent me.
Is that a nose
I don't.
trimmer?
It looked like one.
Have no idea. No idea. They send me. I get product
Oh,
all the time.
bless
I even
you.
got this here. This is from the razor bracelet.
You know that
Um,
y'all up to something. Hold on. You notice every time someone thinking of something clever, they go like this. That's just what the both of them doing. That's just what the both of them doing. Yo, don't tell them no more because they got some ideas of brewing in their head.
That's the imagery right
I can
there.
see it right now. I
oh,
can't say
that.
exactly what it is, but they got some idea.
Oh, but yeah. So they sent me a whole box. Like I don't even know what these are. Beard First, Face World, something. They sent me a whole bunch of them.
Oh, okay.
I don't know. They in the box. I'll go through it along with my other boxes.
God. Well,
Okay.
Lord.
Man.
So now I know. I'll be like, I can send somebody some stuff or send it and then have you speak about what it is. Because like I said, I have no idea.
You don't even gotta say somebody. You can either say Concise the Barber or DC Crash. You know, either or.
Yeah,
And
either one.
we'll send it back. I don't even need it. I just need to use it for like a week. That's all.
Boy said like a week. And then
So
pass it to DC, then send it back to you.
I get shears.
Yeah.
I mean, it took me the longest time to really understand the difference of the shears. The shears are not scissors. And then there's different kinds. So my favorite kind, or my favorite pair, is I call the Hanzo.
Hanzo, cheers.
Yeah, because I met the owner of the company, and so he was like, "If you ever need anything, just let me know."
Well, tell him you do. Tell him you. Tell him.
See, I'm using some shears that came in a pack, and then the combo cost like $60. They work, but they ain't no. Yeah.
Right. Like I said, I don't know anything about them because I don't use them. I mean, my hairstylist owns a barber and beauty school, so I just go see her and give her stuff, and she loves when I come to visit because she knows I have something to give her.
Everybody do.
So,
Hanzo like 1,500, easy.
You don't want to talk about keeping them sharp.
Oh, you didn't know that? I got a pair right now that I'm using. They up there.
Yeah.
I had no idea. I just met the people from Shark Shears.
Yeah, they're good too.
I just met them this past weekend. Shark Fin. Yeah, I met them this past weekend. And they was like, "You know hair?" And I'm like, "No, I don't." And they gave me a pair. They're still in my suitcase. And then I got these, which this is new for stylists, I believe.
Go ahead and get a pair. See how much you're paying?
Ooh. Okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Okay.
See,
so
I'm already helping you out already. So
I'm gonna have
Trust
to
me.
send my
like
friend a message and be like, "Hey, can I get a couple pairs of shears sent to me?"
Yeah, but then she gonna know what she gonna be like. She already know. What she got planned?
I'll tell him. No, I mean he's the owner.
Wow.
Yeah.
Again, like a wall unit. You know what I'm
And he was in Columbus, and he was in Columbus at a hair show, and I met him, and he was talking. I don't know what I didn't understand what he was talking about, and I said, I went up to him and I said, "I don't know you, and I don't know what you're talking about, but I need to get a picture with you because you sound like you're someone that I need to know." And we took a picture, and then he gave me his cell phone number, and then we had a conversation because somebody then told me who he was, and I was like, okay. I didn't know. And so.
What's good, Lionheart? Jay Capone just said, yep, they are real deal. Japan still.
So what's the next show you're going to? Like on the East Coast, preferably near Pennsylvania. When's
I actually will be in Pennsylvania in November for the Major League Barbers show.
MLB?
The one that happened. Yeah, I'll be there for that one. The next show I'm going to is this coming weekend in Chicago for the ABS show.
Okay.
Yeah. So we're the charity for that show. Then I'll be going to Orlando the first weekend of June. I'll be at CT Barber Expo.
Orlando. Oh, you coming to my town? Well, that ain't my town, but you coming to my state. Okay, I'm gonna make sure I find you.
Okay. I arrive a day early and I stay a day late, so that way I can meet people if I need to.
What's up?
Do you post like the flyer on your Instagram?
Well, so on my personal one, I do, but this one is this is the Hairstyles and Beauty for Hope one because everyone said it needs to have its own just because it does so much. So I created this one just now, and then I followed Leviticus, and it came up, and I was like, okay, and then I jumped on.
I'm gonna follow from my barber page too, so that way I can not forget, and I'm gonna forward it to myself with a message. So
okay, I'm gonna type it in here.
Type it. So I remember. Actually, let me go ahead and double screenshot this.
I just want to let you know that DC has enough stuff. Like you don't have to, as you see, look at my wall. Look at my wall.
Well, see,
look at my
wall.
Right now.
My wall is plain.
I'm not the one to defend him, but at the same time, you was wrong for that. I mean, DC. I mean,
I can take the
really
sticks off.
go to the other side of the. Go to the other wall. Go to
No
the other
other
wall.
barber got
I
eye
took it.
back. He got.
I told y'all I started packing stuff up. I don't have nothing on the other wall.
No.
Look at
Oh, what's that? Go down. Go down. Go down. Now go to the right. Oh, yep, you good. Oh, yep, you done. My bad.
yeah, pack stuff up.
Wait, no, wait. Go up.
Ain't
Go
that
up.
shit-
I don't believe you. Go at the top of the station.
Them the
I
red
mean,
bike kiss.
Jesus
Pissed off
Christ.
barber. This is Chargers. I packed all my stuff up.
Now go to the top of the station. Stop capping.
How you say you pack all your stuff up but still got 15 clippers showing?
Now go to the left. You see all that? All his stuff.
Hair products. Yeah, I'm I didn't switch up. I'm telling you.
Switch stuff. Yeah, okay. I guarantee he got some more right under that.
But that's a lot, bro. I mean, that ain't a lot, but
That's a lot.
A lot. Honestly, I made a lot of those like decorations really because when I start reviewing stuff, and then clients like when they come in, they be looking around, they be like, "Oh, you got." When I had a lot of them, they was like, "Got a lot of clippers." They feel like they was in good hands when they see all them clippers. Nobody just got all them clippers doing good what they do.
Do you review clippers?
Yeah,
I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
like,
they make they make contents on all the.
no. Let me say what I mean. Like, does Wall pay you to do reviews,
no,
or do they
I gotta
send
buy
you
them out of my own pocket.
product?
I haven't. Okay, these guys will know when this came out. Not the last time. I recently got a pair of the Gold Saber Clipper like a month ago by Style Crowd because they never tell me when they give it to me. They just mail it to me and come to the door. I'm like, oh, a package. I think it's something I bought, but that and then before that, the thing that I got was from Style Crowd. Before I get clippers from other companies like I'm sponsored by Supreme Trimmer and like 5 different companies. They send me stuff, but my reviews are non-biased. I don't care if you send it to me. If it's trash, I'm gonna tell you it's trash. Like, why would
I just
necessarily
know
say trash unless it's the
I know the
rebuy?
larger companies are currently looking. They're looking for people. Because like when I was in LA, so my son used to be on the show Siesta Key on MTV.
Mm-hmm.
And when he came to help me while we were fundraising, it was crazy. There were so many people out there were like, "Oh my God, I recognize you. Can I get a picture with you?" And I'm like, "Can they make a donation and then get a picture with you?" And he was like, "I got you, Mom." And so when I took him with me to meet some of the people at the different brands, they're like, "We would love to send you. We would love to send you stuff. And if you write content, we have a contract where they will pay you to do that."
Mm-hmm.
So the bigger companies are looking right now.
I have a pitch that I sent out to a few companies. I have done some work with some companies, and here's the thing about the barbering industry. And it's funny you said that because I was going to actually do like a class, not a class, but like get all of the reviewers together to really for them to really understand that we are a brand ourselves, and that if we're going to review something, that we should be compensated somehow, some way, not always just by product alone, but there are companies, like you said, that are seeking to do deals with us. Now, I had a few that reached out to me, and I told them my budget, and they wasn't with it, and that's fine. You know what I mean? I'm not I'm not budging on my budget, but there is only one company that I work with that I have a different report with, like a different partnership with, and I allow them because they started with me and looked at me from the beginning, so I respect them. But everybody else that comes, they gotta come correct.
I understand.
Yeah.
I definitely understand that.
Because I even work with a barber supply store, and me and them have like a contract because I do like videos for the supply store and stuff. So
Okay. We definitely we can talk because there are people out there, and because even there's a lot. I will tell you, I see a lot that goes on in the barber industry, although I'm not a barber. And I see a lot in terms of diversity, in terms of inclusion, in terms of, people attempting to fight for their rights. And like for when we do our show, I had some pushback because I refused to do a lady barber competition. And my reason is because when you get your license, it does not say that you are now an official lady barber. It says you are a barber. And so I feel if you want to compete, put your big girl drawers on and come compete instead of saying, I want to compete against just other women because men, they do things. I don't want to hear that. If you have the skill and you want to compete and you can do a fast fade, freestyle design, whatever you want to, whatever, comb over, pompadour, all that stuff. If you can do it, then do it and stop trying to make it a gender thing because it shouldn't be a gender thing. It's about skill set and it's about, whatever clipper you decide to use. I don't know. But that's my opinion. So when I got a lot of pushback because I wasn't going to do a lady barber competition anymore. And I'm like, I'm just messing with the industry. I ain't even in the industry and I'm messing with it.
That's the quality. That's what everybody want, right? Quality.
Mic drop on that.
Mess with that. You got the skill. You got the skill. There's some female barbers out there that's super cold. So
right.
yeah, I'm pretty
And that's why I'm
like if they just look at it, if it's just like this is a ladies barber competition. They made some women who like are actually really good at what they do. I'm pretty sure there's a lot of them out there. They might get offended by that because they got that good and they put that time in to be able to compete with anybody. Nobody can tell you nothing. You know what I'm saying? So
correct. And like I said, I'm not a barber, but I'm like, if I feel I have the skill, then I'm bringing all my everything with me. I don't care, if the criteria is licensed barber, I'm going to come and I'm going to do what I got to do.
Right.
So
the funny part is I went to a show. This man, I don't know if y'all heard of him, his name's Sal. He entered his little girl and she too young to be a barber, but she a female. Bruh, now she didn't win, but bruh, when they seen what that little girl could do in that little competition, they gave her more praise and respect than the actual winner of the entire competition.
Is that the little 11-year-old
that's
girl?
That's the one.
I know you're talking about.
Yeah.
And that was like, bro, it don't matter if you. So you're absolutely right. It don't matter if you're a girl, guy, whatever. You're a jit, whatever. If you know how to use them clippers to the capacity of any other person, I mean, a paper is just a piece of paper. At the end of, a paper that says you're a barber in the state of wherever. Yeah, that's good. That means you show respect to your craft. But at the end of the day, it's still just a piece of paper. People don't rock off that. But it's good to have one, but don't let that limit you. And that girl cut circles. I ain't even ashamed to say around me. And I'm like, bro, I'm good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a video?
Okay. Let me send that. Hold on. Get that. Say those words verbatim so I can send it to that girl phone right now.
Is there a video for that?
Huh?
Like, where was that at? Like, is there like a video for it?
Yeah. It was.
I think there's video for it.
Yeah, there was. His video. There was one. She was in VA, and I think one more at Major Leagues, Philadelphia.
If you can find.
She was in Philly. She was in Philly.
Send me the link so I can react. I want to see that.
Nah.
Okay. That girl beast.
Because there's a little cheap little Caucasian girl. I think she's 8, and she cutting. And I'm like, okay, I missed my calling. My parents didn't love me, but she was doing it, and they actually let her do a showcase on the main stage, and she taught how to use clippers. And I was like, look at her at 8. Like,
that's something.
Don't sleep on them.
Yeah.
That'd be the worst mistake you can make. Don't sleep on them.
Oh yeah. Back to the. So I'm going. Put my name in there. You know, I just gotta.
Yo, DC, we
got
got
a little note like.
Send me your contact information because I know for a fact that there are shows that are looking to do some different things, and they're looking for diverse people who they can help, who they can open a door for someone to walk through. I'll say it that way.
Good.
So, and I'm like, okay, because I know what I'm seeing, and I'm like, okay, I'm not seeing some things. And
Right.
if I'm in a position to be able to recommend some people, then that's what I'm doing.
That's amazing right there. Dang.
DC, you got a media kit?
A what?
A media kit.
I don't even know what that is.
We'll talk.
So that's enough. That's enough. That's enough.
No, it's okay. A lot of the barbering all right, so my wife is a braider. The hair industry is different than the barber industry completely when it comes to certain type of business deals, just to be honest.
Hmm?
So on that side, they pitch, they have media kits, they have a layout of what their prices are when they do work with people, even like influencers on like IGs, TikToks, and all of that. They have that whole thing. Barbers, we really don't have much of that. So I only know much of it because of what my wife does. So I started to implement that to what I do.
How long have you been a barber?
Professionally, 6 years, about 6 years.
Okay. And everybody, how long have y'all been barbers?
Coming on, I want to say 12.
DC too smooth. My man said Trey.
I said, I've been
No.
3 years. I
See,
started when COVID hit.
I asked that question because when was it? Last month, I attended the OG conference in South Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
And the OG conference, the purpose of the OG conference is trying to bridge the gap between those who are new barbers and young barbers and those who have been in the game for like 30 years.
Mm-hmm.
And so when you're talking about media kit, I laugh because if you've been in the industry for 15 or more years, I hope you have one, because that was something that used to be taught. And so there's a lot of things that the OGs know that younger barbers don't yet know, but they're not talking to each other.
Right.
And it's like, so for the purpose of Al Reed Al and Ozell Graham, they're the ones that are the visionaries behind the OG conference, because there's so much there's so much out there between the Barber Museum, which is in Cleveland, Ohio. If you've never been, you should come. Between that, and there's just so much. And so the reason that I asked about the number of years that you've been a barber, and when you say a media kit, because there is actually a certain way for barbers to present themselves when they're dealing with the larger companies, and your OGs know, and it's just a matter of having the conversation.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
But some of them like to keep that
know
to
nothing about
themselves.
media kit.
Well, I would so I'm considered an OG, even though I don't know how. It's just I've been doing this I'm in my 13th year of traveling all over the country. There are ones that have made a decision to keep what they've learned to themselves, because the young ones want to act like they know it all and don't want to listen.
True.
So they're like, you know what? They don't want to listen. I'm not going to talk. What does that do for the ones that are in the industry that do want to learn?
Right.
Then they miss out until somebody steps up and says, what can we do? And that's what Al has done. Because Al's whole thing is, we all we got. And with the industry, and it's not we all we got as African-American barbers, it's as barbers in general. And so whether Hispanic, Caucasian, African-American, there is a culture that has to stay together. And the way that it will stay together is when the OGs share what they've been through and what they've created. And the younger ones will be like, you know what? Let me listen and not think I know it all. Because you got young barbers out there, they 3-4 years old as barber, and out there spending $1,500 on a pair of tennis shoes, but still live in their mama house. How are you budgeting your money? How are you managing your money? So they're not getting that. They're not listening. And then I had the privilege of being on a call. It was a Zoom call. And this young lady, she just got her license. And she said she went to a master barber training for 6 months, and she passed the test. And then she said she was now a master barber. And I was like, I raised my digital hand. I said, excuse me, I don't know you. I may never see you, but I can tell you you're not a master barber, not no 6 months into the game. And I was offended. I was offended for the barbers, and I'm not even a barber. So I see a lot, but I'm like, if the barbers will come together, there's so much great things that can happen. And so if you haven't been to, and a lot of people like, I go to the CT Barber Expo and I network and all that. That's great, but that's surface level. It's about developing quality relationships to where iron sharpens iron. And that's what you get when you actually break it down and everybody, puts ego and pride and what they think they know aside, and like, how about we all learn together and grow? I mean, take it from somebody on the outside looking in and what I'm seeing.
I believe that. I'm a sponge. I'm trying to learn everything. That's why I got so good so fast, because I learned from any and everybody I try to learn something from. And that's, people ask me like, how did you get good so fast? Because I learned from everyone that was giving me information, whether that was just from YouTube videos, from people that was willing to give out gems and tutorials and stuff, or I had a mentor that was, when I was in Texas, I was at his shop for a little bit and he was teaching me things. So it is like when you stop feeling like, I never was like that in barbering. But it's like when you don't move like everything, you just want to absorb everybody's information and use it the way that you want to use it. Because just because somebody gives you information doesn't mean you got to necessarily use it. But just to retain it, like, okay, I got that one in the tuck. If I want to use that, I'll pull that out, boom, boom, and let me just mold my own craft and just mold all this information I got into one thing, and it's gonna be how I am as a barber. And once you do that, it's gonna make learning and everything so much easier, and just the knowledge. Like, I did not know about a media kit, so thank you for putting that out there, because now I'm gonna hit you up and be like, okay, so what got pulled for this media kit? Like, what, you know what I'm saying?
I would tell you
send
this.
me that info as well, please.
But so when you go on YouTube, look up Al Reed. Al's a Million Reed. He was the first barber to have 1 million views on YouTube.
Yeah, I know him.
Is it Reed, R-E-E-D or E-A-D?
R-E-I-D.
I started completely wrong. Hold on.
You sure? R-E-I-D?
R-E-I-D.
Mo Barber, what's good, man?
All right, bet.
And I'm sorry, J4 13 just wrote, now schools teach how to pass the test. That is true. Not to cut, which is also true. And too many young barbers go that route because it's easier.
That is true. I've seen that. So when I was talking about my hair show in LA, I explained to someone that they could not be one of my educators. And they're like, but I do this, and they gave me their whole list of everything that they do, which I understand. I ain't mad at them. But I have a problem with someone having a product and they want to teach how to use the product and call that education. Because that to me is not for a barber. For a barber, I need the barber to learn the skill of barbering, not the product. You know what I mean? So if I want somebody to be an educator, I want them to come and educate and teach a skill. So that way the person leaves knowing something that they didn't know before, not just how to use one particular product. So the person told me I was doing the most, but I was like, I know what I'm talking about. That's why my show is different. And because there's too many shows out there where they're not learning anything. And I'm seeing that. And like I said, I'm not in the industry. And for me to not be in the industry and say, these people ain't learned anything, it's a lot.
Yeah, exactly. For you not to know anything really about it and to be there like, I didn't learn anything. That means they ain't really doing what they're supposed to be doing. Or it's like, that to me is I wouldn't say really compare, but it's in the same realm of like short clip haircut tutorials on Instagram and on TikTok, to where they get like a lot of views, a lot of attention, and they show you how to do it. But unless you're a barber, you already know the fundamentals. When you look at these videos, you're not gonna know what they're talking about. And I know this because my homeboy's in barber school right now, and he's like, yeah, them videos, I don't really understand those videos. Like, they too fast, they don't really make sense, and then they be skipping steps. And I'm like, yeah, unless you're somebody who is experienced barber, you're not going to really know what they're talking about because they're just going to fly through the 60 seconds. And the person that doesn't really know barber is going to look at that, pick up a pair of clippers, they're going to know what they're doing, and they're going to mess people up.
Yeah.
So the views don't mean it's quality, though. All that is, they get a lot of quantity in views and likes, but the quality of the information is very bad. So,
Exactly.
They want to look like the man, but don't know what they're doing.
yeah.
Now break down step by step how to get this. Okay, so you use this. Why? Because it does this. How do you know? What's the ingredient?
Yeah,
And
you can't.
they don't know anything.
That's why I
You
think
can't teach somebody
foundation is important. If you don't have no foundation, if you don't understand the who, what, when, where, how, the why and the what. If you don't understand what a clipper does, what a motor is, what a blade is, how that cuts, why it cuts that better than that, then you're just playing Russian roulette, seeing what's going to work and what's not.
Somebody that was lucky they took the driver test and passed it, but they never read the book and don't know how to drive.
Right. Right.
So hey,
Yeah,
I appreciate everybody that jumped on, but now it's about that time. So
right.
Once again, I appreciate everybody. I'm gonna try to do this as many times as I can when I come up with a dope subject. And if you have one, please just DM me, because I want to keep doing this more. I'm gonna just keep calling it Clipper Academy for short, so I could, hopefully reach somebody who have questions to things that they probably never even thought of. At least 2 students that I know at my old school where I graduated hopped on, and they asked a lot of questions. So one of them being Lace Step, I forget the name, Laced Up Step, whatever. And he had, like I said, he wrote. He was one of them. So y'all answered his question. So I'm sure I'll hear from him from tomorrow. So
How often do you do these?
This would be my first one.
Okay. When's your next one?
Let's see. I could do another one in 2 weeks if I come up with a subject.
Okay. Well, can I suggest a subject?
Sure.
Bridging the gap.
Bridging the gap.
The bridge is over. The bridge is.
Bridging the gap and have some OGs and some new Gs. And if you need some help connecting them, I can connect them for you.
Oh, we gonna talk. Okay,
Yo, that sounds
I can work with that.
Podcast intro right there. I'm just
Podcast. Man, if I knew how to do a podcast, we wouldn't even be talking.
YouTube.
That's easy.
Yeah. I got to do a podcast called Real Talk Cancer because there's so many people out there deal with somebody that's had cancer. And I'm like, let's have real conversation. But I'm like, my schedule just be too busy.
Mm.
Okay, I'm gonna write that down.
Okay.
So I thank you all for your time. I meant to take up just an hour, but things got out the way, especially with people who don't like Andis. But it's cool. I appreciate you guys so much, and I'm definitely be hitting y'all up with my next one. I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
Appreciate everybody. Have a blessed night.
You too.
You as well.